Good day, friends. Welcome to today's English World. Our world through English. And this is the session which is of class 10. And here in this session, we are going to discuss in detail the text reading B of Unit 1 Personality Development. And the text has been divided into two slots. And in this session, we'll discuss slot 1 in detail. And you all are very familiar with the title. That is, every success story is also a story of great failures. So, it's very clear from the title that we are going to discuss about the failure stories behind the success, from which this text has been extracted. From which book the text has been extracted. Who is the author of this? This book, You Can Win, is very popular book and it's a bestseller, international bestseller book. And it's very clear that Shiv Khera is the writer of this book. This text, Every Success Story is also a story of great failures, is an extract from this book. This man, author of this book, Shiv Khera, he always believes in this quote. He says that the one who dreams will work hard with a dedication and then that leads to their success. So, to reach the step of success, first of all we have to dream about it. And then we must work hard and dedicate everything, work with a dedication. Then that leads to success, he believes. So let us know in detail about Shiv Khera. In detail in sense, briefly about him. He believes that a common statement that so long as you have your eyes on your goal, you don't see the obstacles. This is what generally he states. And even he states that winners always do things differently. They never do different things. They do the things differently. They won't do different things. That is what he believed. And here it is very clear. He's an Indian author. He's an activist and a motivational speaker. And he was not that directly has been an Indian author, activist and motivational speaker. Before reaching these steps, these levels or these designations, these icons, he was a car washer. He worked as a car washer and he worked as a life insurance agent and he has been a franchise operator. He did all kinds of jobs. He started a small business, then he got inspired by a lecture delivered by Norman Vincent Peale, and then he made up his mind. He decided a mission, and you know what is that mission? His mission is to ensure freedom through education and justice. So he made up his mind that he has to make people gain their freedom, be free through education and through justice. So keep making all these or compiling certain incidents. He just pictured out or brought out a book with a title You Can Win in 1998. And that was the international bestseller book. Even today, most of the business people or business icons go through this book, and students who are in business management and personality development will go through this book and they get inspired. Even I too. So that is about him. And now let's go to the text what he has described. And before going through how he started text, let us see. So, you can see an image on the screen. Can you identify him? With the quotes of this person, the text has been started by Shiv Khera. He is Tom Watson Sr. He is an American businessman. And Watson Sr. Actually, his full name is Thomas John Watson Sr. And he was born in New York, and he died in the New York City itself. And what is he actually? He is an American industrialist. After a number of failures, he has reached that. And what is he famous for? He was the one who built International Business Machines Corporation, IBM, and into a largest manufacturers of electric typewriters and data processing equipment in the world. He is the one who has started this, and because of this man, today we are able to communicate with the people and go on all these things. He has worked in a number of positions like cash register company, national cash register companies, and then he started working for research and development, and then he entered into international tradings, and finally he has reached his goal of being a great businessman. Is it done only just because of his desire to be a great businessman? Do you think that he dreamt to be a businessman? No, he was just going on working for that. And he quoted, "Failure is a highway to success." As he has faced a number of failures in his journey towards that, being an IBM one who has started the company, IBM, being a CEO of IBM, occupying a position of IBM CEO is not so easy. So he has faced many failures on this, and so with this experience he quoted, "Failure is the highway to success." And he said, if you want to succeed, double your failure rate. That's true. Failures are the steps where we learn how to succeed, how to correct. Now, in continuing with the text, Shiv Khera says that if you study history, you will find that all stories of success are also stories of great failures. It's true. But what do people believe about it? But people don't see the failures. That's true. Now, when we talk about Tom Watson Sr., we see him as a successful businessman, industrialist, IBM organizer, but not like how many failures he has faced all through this journey, right? And people only see one side of the picture, and they say that the person got lucky. Not only that, they say that he must have been placed at the right place at the right time, so he got that. It's not so, my dear friends. See, all our efforts and all our hard work leads to success, that we have to believe. So here, Shiv Khera shares some success stories, and he says, "Let me share someone's life history with you." Mean a successful personality's life histories. Who are these successful people? Abraham Lincoln, Lee Iacocca, Lee De Forest, Henry Ford, Ludwig van Beethoven, Napoleon Hill, Colonel Sanders, Socrates, and Walt Disney. All these great people's success stories are discussed briefly in this text. So let's see a few success stories in this slot, and we'll continue with the other success stories in next slot. Right. So we'll start a success story of this person. Can you identify or recognize this man? Have you seen this man anywhere in a picture? Anywhere have you heard about him? So here are some details about this man. His failures. Here we have some details about this man's failures. This was a man who failed in business at the age of 21. So his hard work, our dream and journey of success started at the age of 21, we can say. This man was failed in business at the age of 21, and he was defeated in a legislative race at 22. He didn't give up. He continued. Once again, he failed in business at 24, and he lost his sweetheart at the age of 26, but he overcame that also. And he had nervous breakdown at the 27. He just withstood that. He faced it, and he lost once again congressional race at 34. Legislative race in sense elections at state and congressional national level. And he lost a senatorial race at age 45. This too at national level politics. And he failed in an effort to become vice president at the age of 47. And he lost again senatorial race at the age of 49. And finally he was elected President of United States at the age 52. At the age of 52. Generally we feel that the age to get retired, but he got into the post at that age 52. So he is none other than Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of United States of America. This is about his life's story. So what do you say? Would you call him a failure? Do you think that he's a failure? No. If he could have quit somewhere, he has faced such a number of failures, but he could have quit, but he didn't. He went on working, went on struggling in different ways, doing different things in different forms. And how could he do that? What made him to be strong? Lincoln believed that defeat was a detour and not a dead end. What is detour? Detour in sense, it is a long way of journey getting to our destination. Long way of traveling towards the destination. So, if we fail twice, thrice and reach our goal, that is like something we have achieved without any efforts, or we can say that easily won the goal. And we have failed a number of times and we give up. So we should not give up. All the defeats, according to Lincoln, the defeat that we face is nothing but making us to start with a fresh planning. So he said it is a longer way of getting to destination. So this is about this great man Abraham Lincoln. Now let us see one more success story. This man's success story. What has he invented? This one. This is the basic equipment what we need. So that is triad. What is it? It is triad. What is triad? Let's see. This is inner circuits of the triad, what it consists of. Actually, what is triad? Let us see. Triad is an electron tube, and this consists of 3 electrodes: cathode, filament, anode plate, and also a control grid. Okay, all these are mounted into an evacuated metal or glass container. Evacuated means vacuum. Okay, metal container or glass container. So what's the use of this? It is used as an amplifier for both audio and radio signals. To pass audio and radio signals, this is used. And it is also used as an oscillator. And in electronic circuits, it plays a vital role. Today you can hear me just because of this triad. If this transformation of human voice into the air and reach to the extent we need, that is possible only because of this triad. He is the man who has invented this triad. And can you imagine where we would have been without this invention? And you know who is he? He is Lee de Forest. He is Lee de Forest. In 1913, the Lee de Forest invented this triad, and when he invented the triad, and he was just circulating it or marketing it, the district attorney charged him for using fraudulent means to mislead the public into buying stocks of his company by claiming that he could transmit the human voice across the Atlantic, over the oceans and over the lands. That's what it means. So fraudulent mean corrupted, false statements, fake, illegal, we can say. So Lee de Forest is the inventor of the triad tube, and in 1913 the district attorney law has charged him by saying that he is using false publicity for the public to buy his stocks, and later on it was proved true that the equipment invented by him is very useful, and he didn't do any fake or illegal publicity, and then it got into use, and today we thank him for his contribution to the science or to the world. So that is his life journey. And now here the third success story. Here you can see an image here. What is that in the picture that you can see? Can you make it out? Yeah, it's the first aeroplane. And do you know who these people are? Can you identify them? Yeah, it's already there in the picture, Wright Company. So who are they? They are Wright brothers. They are Wright brothers. Okay, the one who invented airplane, what we call as. Okay, a New York Times editorial on December 10th, 1903 questioned the wisdom of Wright brothers, who were trying to invent a machine heavier than air, okay, that would fly in the air. So what can they do? They took 1 week time, and after 1 week at Kitty Hawk, the Wright brothers took their famous flight. How did they do that? How did they prove it to the editorials? After 1 week, on December 10th, they were questioned by New York Times. Okay, on December 17th, both the Wright brothers made 4 brief flights at Kitty Hawk with their first powered aircraft, and they used a stop clock also to measure the time to what extent the plane is in the air, aircraft is in the air. Wright brothers had invented the first successful airplane, and Wright brothers used a stopwatch to time the Kitty Hawk's flights to prove that this heavy machine, which is heavier than air, could fly in the air. And they answered the words of New York Times editorials, and they made their success story. And today we can reach over the seas just in short period because of this invention. Okay, so that is one success story. Now let us go to the other success story. Before going to the success story, what you can see in the picture, what is that? Yummy chicken, right? Grilled chicken. So we all are very familiar about this man. Are you familiar? If not, at least you might have aware of introduced to fan of this chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Okay, so this man is an ambassador of that Kentucky Fried Chicken. So he is none other than Colonel Sanders, the man who started this chain of restaurants, Kentucky Fried Chicken. How did he start? When did he start? What is his life story or success story? Let's see. Do you like to know? Yeah. So let's see. He is Colonel Hardland David Sanders. Okay? And he's an American businessman. Actually, he was not a businessman till the age of 65. He was an employee, right? After that, he has become a great businessman. How? And he is best known for founding fast food chicken restaurant chain, that is Kentucky Fried Chicken. Restaurant chain in sense with the same name, with the same recipes, having that restaurants at different places. Prati chota ade peruto restaurants undadam annamata. So later he started that chain of restaurants, and later he started to act as a company brand ambassador and a symbol, icon for that restaurants. And then finally his name and image are still symbols of that company, because he's the one who has established that restaurants and chain of restaurants. He's the one who has started that recipe, and he is the one who has laid foundation to all that. So he has become an image of that company, right? So let's know about this man. Colonel Sanders, at age of 65, after retirement, he was with a beat up car and $100 check. That what he got from Social Security. And then he realized that, what should I do now? He has to do something. He realized that he has to do something. He can't sit idle. Then what he did? Do you know what he did? Yeah. He remembered his mother's recipe and went out selling. So he just thought of his mother's recipe, grilled chicken, and started to cook that, prepared a bowl of chicken and went out with that to sell it, and knocked the door and said, yeah, it's a yummy recipe of my mother. Would you like to buy and taste it? Then did they buy it? You know how many doors did he have to knock on before he got his first order? It is estimated that he had knocked on more than 1,000 doors before he got his first order. Do we do that? So we knocked one door, they didn't buy, they quit us, second door, third door, and then we give up and we say, I tried a lot but I couldn't do, right? And I got tired, we say generally, but he didn't do that. He went on. And see, my dear friends, at the age of 65 is the age to take rest, generally what we feel. All through the life, we worked hard. Now this is a high time to take rest, what we feel. But here he didn't so. He went on. And finally, what has come up? The restaurant. So that is his story. Now, I'm here with one more story. Yes? Everybody know this. So, this is very interesting story. This character, have you seen this character anywhere? You might have seen. Yeah. Mickey Mouse, a cartoon character, right? And then the Lion King, then Jungle Book, all these were at the banner. Which banner? They were got onto the screen on which banner? That is Disney. Okay, so Disney, what is this Disney? Walt Disney. What is this Disney? Do you think it is a banner name? No, it's a name of a person. Who is this Walt Disney? what is Mickey Mouse, what is Walt Disney, what is a banner. So if you are crazy of cartoon movies and cartoon animated movies, you will be familiar with this man. Okay, so let's see about this success story. Yeah, here he is the man. He's the man I'm talking about, Walt Disney. And those are the characters, Mickey Mouse, created by him. Walt Disney is actually full name as Walter alias Disney. Okay, he's an American entrepreneur, businessman. Not only that, he's an animator, a writer, voice actor, and a film producer too. Okay, so how he reached this success? What is behind his success? As an young cartoonist, Walt Disney faced many rejections from the newspaper editors, who said he had no talent. See, he's a cartoonist, he made cartoons and went to the newspapers to get it published, but they said, you have no talent, it is all trash, they said. But one day, a minister at the church hired him to draw some cartoons on the church walls. So Disney was given a room, okay, and he was working out of a small, living in a small mouse-infected shed, which is close to the church. Okay, so every day he has to go to church and put some cartoons on the walls and drawings on the walls of the church. So he was living in that small mouse-infected shed. So one day what happened? He saw a small mouse in that mouse-infected shed. What is mouse-infected shed? The shed was full of mice. Okay. So after seeing the small mouse in the room, he was inspired. See how funny. He got some ideas by seeing that mouse. And what did he do? He created the character Mickey Mouse. So from there, his success journey has started. That Mickey Mouse cartoon has become very popular, and his animation and cartoons has become very popular. He has become a voice actor, and he has become a playback voice recorder, and also filmmaker. Okay, so in that way he has become a great successful man. And he has some quotes for us. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. That's what Walt Disney believed. And he also said that the way to start is to quit talking and begin doing. Exactly right. The way to get started is to stop talking about it and go on with the action. It's kind of fun to do the impossible, what he believed. So he always made some challenges, and he accepted the challenges and did all that impossible things as possible. So that is what he has quoted, and we can learn a lot from his experience. So finally, friends, we are end of the session, and it is the time for assignment. Briefly describe the success journey of Abraham Lincoln. That is our assignment today. You include his failures and success journey, and briefly describe like a profile, or it can be like a description of his success journey. So put it on a paper and let it be corrected by mentors or facilitators. Okay, friends? Nice. So thank you, and we'll meet again in the next session with slot 2 of the same reading B. Bye bye then. See you again in the next session. Hope you enjoy.